everyone before that. They've all been filmed and the stories have been told. All these people can't be in on it.
Well, I think there's what they do is they misinterpret. Like you'll find a femur
Dude, all they
bone and
need
they'll
is
say
people that want
like
to believe it, right? All they need is people that want to believe it. That's all they need, because all they need to do then is then give them enough tidbits and enough backing from the the peers and from the institutions that want that and desperately need to maintain that narrative because they've built their entire careers on it.
Yes.
Right? That so they give all the little bits that make the people, the person, and they'll go along with the fake stories as long as it serves their purpose, which is to engineer and project this false reality.
How many people do you think will have to go along in order just to give us that little bit? You are talking about
in
endless,
something that's so compartmentalized, because to actually get your hands on those actual artifacts, you need.
No, I'm in Colorado. Where I used to be. I'm in Chicago now, but you could drive out. I drove out the bones and the footprint. You can go find that shit on any day in Texas, Colorado. They are still there. They are everywhere.
Do you have the equipment required to be able to test it, to be able to say what it is and how old it is?
I do not. But when I see a bird or a hyena on TV, I say it's a hyena, and I don't have the equipment to test it. So I'm not sure why this high burden is coming up.
Because in order to be able in order to test those bones to see what they are or where they're from, you have to send it off to a lab, right? Where everybody in that lab is all brought into a narrative, and their careers depend on that narrative.
You don't really have to.
They use the tools that have been given to them to do the date testing and whatever, but like the carbon data, whatever it is, testing that they do is really flawed as far as dating things.
Okay, well, now you're talking about two different things. Now you're talking about
basis.
First, I thought you were talking about they don't even exist. Now you're saying that they do find them, but the dating's off. These are two very different things. The people who find these bones, they just don't send them to one little lab for testing. It takes years to uncover them. There will be hundreds and thousands of people working on one site for years just to get one of those skeletons out. All of them will have to be in
real quick. Can I add this real quick, Rich?
Go on.
With those bones being found, sometimes I used to come across these articles, right? And random people, or you'd think it's random people that found these bones, right?
Yeah.
But when you do little back check, they're connected to the system.
No, they're not, because I've done it, and you're making that up. Well, let me relax. Maybe you did find some, but everyone I found was some Inuit who's been living in freaking North Pole his entire generations. There no connections to the system, no connections to civilization. Right, and not to mention a kid just found the last one. A kid just found a 3,000 year old.
The truth is in the middle, you guys.
Can I, Joe? Can I just suggest something though? All that says to me, like that what that doesn't.
Every time I want to say something.
Okay.
Sorry, Rocky. Go on. Sorry.
No, Rocky's he rage quit already. Go ahead.
Oh, he's just rage quit. Oh, well, go fuck yourself then.
Yeah, that's how I feel, nigga.
No way.
It's just rage quit.
It must be bad connection.
No, it's not a bad connection. No,
he rage quit.
It's just rage quit.
That was soft rage quit.
It was a soft rage quit. He
they won't let me speak. I'm not assertive enough to be heard.
Here is his problem: is that most people try to take an effort to let a motherfucker finish the thought and come in after or anticipate the ending and come in. Rocky just starts off in the middle of when people are talking. So everybody has learned to ignore him and keep talking. So when he's really serious, you never know, right? Because he's talked 89 times while we were talking his whole stream. And now when he really wanted to talk, no, we just assume that you're just talking as other people are talking. And people discount when he's trying to say some shit. I guess I'm trying to say that a change in form, Rocky, would change that. Something simple. You don't have to rage quit and shit. We're adults here. Something simple like communication. Hey guys, maybe there's a delay. I'll turn my mic up. You think I can get in a little bit on this conversation? I'm feeling left out. That's much better form than fucking I'm taking my toys and going on.
Yeah, or just even like just have the rage, man, and say, for fuck's sake, can somebody please fucking let me speak?
Or that,
right?
You know, that's acceptable up here as well.
That's absolutely acceptable. If we like, and I apologized straight away and said, no, do you know what? Absolutely, go on.
I would have done the same thing. I'll yield, Rocky. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Right. I'd have said the same thing.
I can't even do that.
Much love to London's crowd, to the London crowd, man. To Paula, and let me scroll up here. Paula, Kyle, London Man, of course. Truth Zone. Truth Zone is a batty man.
At some point.
They got a wrench as well, so they're obviously not just a troll, man.
Oh,
Truth Zone is a batty man. I love it.
Yeah.
Batty
I gotta agree with you, cats. That I don't even want to say odds are they're doing these things. I'm sure that they're doing these things to create their own narratives and that type of thing. But I still must find evidence of things of happening. Like, for instance, I don't feel good if I just come up with a theory right now. Guys, what's happening is there are the Venusians are living at the bottom of Lake Michigan in vessels, and they don't want anyone to know. So I make a statement. Now I gotta show why do I believe it, right? You guys are making statements that they want to trick you and want to control you. Yes, but why would I believe your particular things? We went over giants. Well, I'm not going to go off of because it's 2025. What's our best evidence of a giant? I know. I've looked into it. I want to believe in giants bad. This shit's not there great for giants.
What about Andre? Dude, what about Andre?
Oh, is that a person? Andre the Giant? Yes.
Andre the Giant, man.
That's what I'm saying. He definitely existed. I'm sure I found a 12-foot skeleton somewhere in my research. I thought that was amazing.
Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant did exist. He was a famous actor. He's got a whole legacy.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Films,
he was a $6 million man. He played Bigfoot in $60 million man. I'm a big fan of Andre the Giant. Yeah.
Yeah, no, $6 million man, $6 billion man wasn't Andre the Giant. That was.
You're not listening.
Fucking what's his name? But hang on.
I said
what about the pictures?
He played Bigfoot in the $6 million man.
Dude, what about the pictures of giants from like the 1800s and stuff?
Well,
they've got photographs of.
They don't.
Men that are fucking 9 foot tall, 7 foot tall.
Well, if you're calling them giants,
and actually 7 foot tall men do actually exist.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you on that.
Owen Benjamin is like 6'9" or something. He's not quite 7 foot. I'm not sure.
There's some college kid almost 8 something. He's tall right now, but he's obviously got that thing where it grows on the back of your neck and.
My height, right, compared to both my parents were 5'9", right, and my nan was fucking 5'7", and I don't know how tall my granddad was. I'm not sure how tall my granddad was. My dad's dad,
yeah.
But my mum's dad was about 6'2" or something, and he was North African, right?
Yeah,
and I've ended up with blue eyes because my mum obviously has the blue eye recessive gene, right?
Or the milkman.
Eyes.
Or the milk. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah,
I'm just fucking with you.
My dad's got blue eyes.
All right.
That blue eye recessive gene goes through North Africa, so it makes it.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know what color my granddad's eyes were, but people did say I had my granddad's eyes, right?
Yeah.
So he had that, and that blue eye gene is what they say is the Aryan, right? And it was through the Aryans that there were giants.
Right,
The
I've heard that.
giants had red hair
Yeah,
and
I've
blue
heard that.
eyes.
There was a
Right,
famous story about a famous cave with the red hair, with the red
right.
giants. They found the
Wi-
cave. They were not
And
giants.
the Indians blocked them in there and set it on
Yeah,
fire
yeah,
and burned them all alive inside. Right.
yes.
And I think it's the Hopi or someone
Yeah, they found the
that
cave, and
talk
when they're
about
talking
that.
about giants, they're talking about like giants like you were talking about, which is 100% believable. They
Right.
were giants like that. That's what it turns out. Yeah,
But what I do think it is absolutely possible that there could be a narrative where that we were bigger. We were a lot bigger. The human race used to be a lot bigger, and everything used to be a lot bigger. Plant life, and particularly animal life, reptiles and stuff.
we know that
So
because we found
so
evidence of
right.
plants that were
So what
bigger.
we call dinosaurs,
Yeah,
right? Because there is also evidence that man was around at the same time as dinosaurs. They found
there is none.
what they said is dinosaur bones
There is a little bit of
marks.
evidence supporting
That's
that.
Macedonian site. That's only 300,000 years old. Dinosaurs are 65 million years old.
Right, but
Ah,
these are all
but Joe,
listen,
that's it.
dude. These are all numbers. These are just
Yeah.
all that is to me is numbers, right? They can put as many fucking numbers as they want on it to put as much distance between this and that as they want. And that is what they want. They want to put as much distance between us and those narratives as they possibly can, right?
Yeah,
What if it really did? Because you're not religious, but you believe in God, right?
yeah. I'd characterize myself like that. Yeah,
Right. Well, the Bible basically says that the Earth is around 6,000 years old, right? And
yeah.
and
Depending on
if you
your
work
reading
out
of it, it doesn't
if
say it
you
directly, right?
right, but if you work out, there's a channel that I follow called RKX,
Yeah,
and Jason Bashir's has done a lot of research into the old calendars, and what everybody's been calling a year, right? This measurement of a shah,
yeah,
they translate like Graham Hancock and that translate it to
yeah.
being a year,
Right.
is not a year. It's a turning of the stars. And
This
when
is
you
why I'm saying,
it's a
yeah,
day, right? It's not a year,
right,
it's a day. So when you change all the years
right,
into days,
right.
everything fits into the last 5,000 years or
That's why
so.
I would say it's your interpretation of the Bible, right? For reasons just like you just said. It could be saying that it is 65 million years old, or well, actually, it's supposed to be 4 billion years old, and the dinosaur was 60. It could be saying all that, but because someone is reading a day as we know it, they don't know that they're talking about a millennia or something when he said it took 7 days to create it or whatever. Any of the things is possible, depending on your interpretation.
Right, but English is a living language, and
Yeah,
the meaning of the words can change
right.
but at any time when they decide that the meaning of the word has changed. So the like day and the meaning behind day and
3,000
everything.
years ago,
You know,
right?
it's like I was trying to explain to someone the other day. Now imagine jump forward 2,000 years, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that there is still there's a civilization that
Okay.
still
Let's
exists. The
assume we
human
survived. Okay.
right? Yeah, the human race survives, right? And they go on an archaeological dig, and they
Yes.
find this evidence, right?
Yes.
But society and language has developed in such a way that they didn't know what a day was, and
Mm.
they translated a day as a year, right? It would
Right.
put all of our
It would
timelines,
change
the
everything.
timelines of exactly. So this is what is being suggested about the timelines that we're working on now. That we're working from calendars and stuff that
I've thought
time was
about that.
different,
Yeah.
right? So that's one of the reasons why they're deceiving us about our
Right.
place,
Right.
about what the
Yeah.
Earth is, and why we're here. Like if we've only been here if this iteration of Earth, right?
Yeah.
This iteration of the human race and of life on Earth in a
Right.
material realm,
Yeah.
because we'll say this is a material realm, right? There's a spiritual
Okay.
realm and
I'm
a
okay with
material
it.
realm.
Yeah.
Then what if this iteration has only been around for 6,000 years, right? But they've built these narratives around a false perception of what the Earth is, that it was all millions of years and stars billions of miles away and planets and all different life billions and billions of miles away. They put lots of zeros on it, and it puts it far, far, far away, and makes us even more insignificant, right?
But
what if we're not
reality
insignificant? What if we're not insignificant, dude? What if you are not insignificant? Each
even
one of
if
us
they're a billion
has an
miles
integral
away,
part to play.
even if they're billions of miles away, it still doesn't make me insignificant. Maybe it's some type of mind trick, but it wouldn't make me insignificant, no matter how far the star was or the universe extends, how big it is. And if you're a fan of science, which everyone should be, because that's how you cooked your meal this morning and you're on the phone talking to me now, then you must acknowledge some simple things like the moon. The same way you can use a sonar underwater and bounce off and the rocks and the signal come back to you. Kids in school now are bouncing off lasers and radars off the moon. It is that fucking simple. So you have to go now. You have to say, yeah, it's really there, and they got the distance correct. I mean, kids in school can do that now. It's not like it's under the hand of the Rothschilds. You can go to any college and bounce a laser off of that little mirror on the moon. They have the degrees on the internet, and as a student, if you go to university, they let anyone do it now. So some things it don't change because I know that the moon is 250,000 miles away. It doesn't change anything about God, or because I know the earth is millions of years old, billions of years. It doesn't mean God don't exist. It just means that someone gave me a story that man is only 6,000 years old, and you're trying to create the facts to hold that story true. Nothing you're going to tell me I don't believe is going to get rid of God.
But hey, Joe, what if that term and that name God came from the story they're giving you?
I don't care where the name comes from. It's just used as a placeholder to
The name is a
represent.
title. The name is a title, like you say, like a placeholder.
Yeah.
Can I just say, right? Big shout out to RT for supporting London, and checking them a dono. I've had one dono from Chris today, but just in case anybody's forgotten, I'm also in desperate need. I don't have an income like our friend Mr. KJV London man. I don't have a regular income because I got issues with the government here and stuff, and speaking out and whatever. I'm finding it difficult to find work, so I'm 100% dependent on donations, and I've got my fucking rent due tomorrow, and I'm somewhat shy of it. So
donation. It's a donation. I thought it was a trap. Don't be getting on me. Put some money in there. I whoop your ass, players. Don't call me now. Watch it. You tall black motherfucker. There's women up inside. I don't give a fuck about them. Ain't nobody give me nothing.
Now, everybody loves that movie now, but I remember when it came out, the critics slammed it. The worst shit Eddie Murphy's ever made, blah, 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 blah. Black folks loved it. Now, everybody loves it, right? It's the funniest shit ever now. But I can remember when it came out, it was just trounced. I don't know what, I wonder what movie he made before that, because they were expecting another Beverly Hills Cop or something. Whatever came before that, they were really mad that he made that Coming to America. They thought it was a real piece of shit.
Beverly
Hilarious.
Hills
That sounds so
and
glad.
Beverly Hills Cop 2, man.
Yeah, he was probably coming off the Beverly
And
Hills.
10th Man. How did you end up on my? How did you end up here? You're in fact, 10th Man. You're in London's stream. You're in London's stream, mate. How did you end up in London's stream?
The 10th Man, he's in your stream, apparently.
This is 00 show, brother. This is 00 show being restreamed to London.
Hey,
and
you know what's crazy, bro? Listen, I always hear you lot going back and forth with this guy called 10th Man. I've never seen him, but salute to 10th Man in my chat. Salute to 10th Man in my chat.
10th Man, come along. Come on up, man. Come on up. I've been going for 5 hours and 29 minutes. I can keep going for a bit. I still haven't raised enough to pay my rent tomorrow.
I can go
so
make a sandwich or something. You can come up here and keep a man entertained. So I'll make
That's
me some
cold.
peanut butter and
10th
jelly
man,
or
you know.
something.
Come and join us,
Or I
Dave.
could get some cereal, some crunch
Sexual
berries.
chocolate.
Yes.
Sexual chocolate. Would you agree?
Sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate.
Hey,
What's
Joe, put a link.
that
How do I
guy that
even put a
sung
link?
it? Right, that song, the
Joe,
sexual
two
chocolate
things, Joe.
song, man.
Two things. He's asking for the link and check your PayPal.
I don't have a PayPal, but I'll check out.
Sorry, not Joe. I mean,
Oh, okay. I'll send you a link to. I'm gonna send you a link to 007.
I'll drop a link here in. There's. It's not gonna come on your fucking. London, can you put the link in your chat?
yeah, sure.
The panel's open, man. We've got room for 7 people. 7 more people. And shout out to Random Fucking Fan. And 10th Man. It rhymes. And Gorilla
That's the
Biscuit.
link to 007 room 10th.
Gorilla Biscuits, shout out to you as well, man.
It's pinned in 00 room.
What's pinned? Hang on, what have you pinned?
Your StreamYard is pinned. I sent in the link to your channel, and the link is pinned.
Right, yeah. The link's pinned in there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is Joe fucking serious? About what?
Yeah, about what? I've been saying a bunch of crazy shit. It must be about the religion stuff. That's what we were just talking about, the earth and stuff like that. I don't know if he was talking about the moon. We were talking about the distance to the moon or something. I don't know. Maybe we were talking about dinosaurs and the age of the earth and all that shit. I don't know what in particular. But
10th Man's here, man, and that's a new.
let me zoom in.
The 10th Balaam. What's that?
That's
about,
my
man?
formal attire.
Jesus, you come in with your formal attire, sir.
Joe Sancho made that for me for the first annual Contacular Awards when I was the announcer.
Yeah.
What the fuck are the Contacular Awards?
That's probably what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Contacular.
Get on the road, man. Step on the ground.
I found oh shit when they was making fun of me with my face on little cartoons of chicks and shit.
Oh, you were so mad.
Yeah, I found a bunch of shit. Sancho, he got me on somebody's pussy. Do you remember that picture? Some fat girl.
What?
And
Yes. Yes, it was no name. Remember? That old lady was all crazy? Wasn't it?
Why do you sound like a bitch?
All right, I'll be back. I gotta go help my mom.
What?
That's Cage.
Cage. Yeah, I don't know if you met Cage. Have you met Cage?
Unfortunately, I think we've crossed paths once or twice.
Fucking whiny, you little cunt. What are you talking about?
Do I?
Don't step to me over here.
Easy,
Listen,
Cage.
Cage. Just remember, dude.
He's fucking
that
whiny.
in this room, yeah, in my room, when you're in my house, we try and leave our egos at the door, and any issues outside of this room,
We don't
kind
got
of leave them at the door, because we don't do drugs. We're all grown men on this channel. We're all grown men sat around a fucking table.
I'm sorry. I love you. I love you.
I love you too, man. Just.
I'm sorry, brother. What's his name?
Hey, so 10th Man.
Oh, you're the gay.
I like 10th Man. I appreciate there's a humor side to 10th Man.
Yeah, let me it's the first time I've been on a panel with 10th Man. I've seen him in action, right? I watched Flow.
He eviscerates people, mate.
You know, I watched a few people where I've seen 10th Man, and
I talked to him one time. He was mad. He was yelling at shit. Saying he's gonna go out the door.
Hey, Cage, can I get this off real quick? Can let me just holler at 10th Man. 10th Man, where are you calling from, 10th Man?
Canada.
Yeah, I'm from Toronto, buddy.
Oh, man.
Can't you tell, dude?
dark
Listen,
realm.
I'm a bit disappointed that he hasn't really spoken enough. He hasn't really spoken, but you should be able to pick up his Canadian accent, because it's similar Like
not
he
from
sounds
Toronto.
similar
He's from the West
to.
Coast. He's probably in Alberta or some shit, guaranteed.
No, he don't. He hasn't got that typical Canadian man voice.
Nah, he
He's not a
does.
Canadian man.
When he says a boot.
Yeah,
When he says a
Oh,
boot.
I need to hear it.
Oh, that's you catch him with that one.
What he doesn't do. In fact, what I
He's on
don't
the West Coast for sure.
what I don't hear a lot of Canadians saying actually on my channel is because I'm a Canadian,
Yeah,
you know, the ones that say
yeah.
all the
Welcome
time,
back.
Well, you notice I notice about you is you don't say right at the end of every sentence like most English people.
Yeah, right.
right. You know what I'm saying though, right?
Oh, it drives
or
me
like.
insane.
Well, it's so like the thing is though, like, right, it all depends, right? You know, like on what part where the person comes from, yeah.
Urban left.
Like, because like is used just as much, and then depending on the culture, it might be in it though. Is it in it?
It's a tell. When people speak like that, that means that they're not sure of what they're saying.
Right. Absolutely right. No, I do agree. And also, you know, I'm a privately educated individual, so my vocabulary is a little bit wider than needing to say right at the end of everything, needing it to be confirmed.
Good for you. Good for you.
Human beings mostly just speak in scripts. I was watching this guy earlier, and I don't know what your proclivities or allegiances are, so I expect to be banned from here momentarily.
I don't have allegiances. I don't have allegiances as such, right? I make up my own mind.
I've been banned from at least like 7 channels in the past month.
Have you been banned from Flows?
No, Flo would never ban me. I don't think.
There we go. Listen.
Ike pays him $500.
If Flo ain't banned you, then I don't think I got. What is it? Come on, tell me.
You can pay him $500.
Talk to me.
Yeah, it doesn't count. If Flo hadn't banned you, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So I was watching earlier. I can't even remember the name of the channel, but it's a black lawyer. I could find it, but who cares? And he was reviewing a discussion and or debate between Andrew and Pearl. Andrew Wilson and Pearl. Yeah.
He lost all my respect in that moment. I saw that.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't bother.
With
I
Pearl
just saw the thumbnail, mate. I just saw the thumbnail.
That ginger
With
lady? Was it like Wendy's or some shit?
It's a lawyer that thinks he's got some sort of clout by fucking by reviewing that conversation.
Yes. And so, but I'm watching his review, and Andrew says, don't you think that men want to be happy, and why wouldn't you guide them to get married and live this specific lifestyle? And the lawyer, Pearl responds with, oh, well, I wouldn't want to tell people what they should do. They should do what they think is going to make them happy. And then the lawyer responds that as a lawyer, these are questions that don't hurt you, so there's no reason why she wouldn't answer them. And if you were on the lawyer stand, this would look bad. And this is exactly what I was discussing with Cynthia last night on Dusty's, is somehow society, I guess it might be the education system, I'm not really sure. Like, it's going to take a lot more thinking about this, because this has all just come up recently in the last less than a year. And I haven't had time to analyze these people and why they're stupid, right? So,
just makes me choke. Analyze these people and why they're stupid.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here going, okay. And just like I was telling Cynthia last night, who the fuck are you to tell me how to respond? You don't get to tell me it's a yes or no answer. You don't get to tell me that I have to say, yes, men want to be happy. Like, fuck, they do. Then why do they make... No, hold on. Why did they make, if men want to be happy, why do people, not just men, but all human beings, make choices detrimental?
Cage, I don't know what's going on with your audio, but it's really fucked and it's not working, mate. We can't work. I can't even understand what you're saying. It's just kind of echoing back, and also you're also you're interrupting, dude. You're interrupting. Let him land his plane. Sorry, 10th man, go on, man.
It's okay. We all have autistic little brothers. So I'm sitting here going,
That's you, retard.
Why does anybody tolerate this behavior? Like, why, when did the whole internet from 6 years ago when I started streaming to now, because I left for almost 2.5 years, right? I did a show a couple times a year because none of this means anything, right? But when did everybody become such a little bitch that they let some fucking dim-witted alcoholic come on the internet and dictate to them that if they don't respond in the way that they see fit, that all of a sudden they don't have any right to an opinion and their arguments are invalid just because he yells louder?
So, let me fill you in on a bit of background that you might not know about me. I've been around for 8 years. I've been creating content on YouTube for 8 years.
Oh, I've been around longer than that. Just I wasn't a creator.
Yeah, I mean, I've been around on YouTube.
I was a troll in the comments.
Right. So 2012, 13 is when I started watching YouTube. 2013 is when I started looking at YouTube as a source of, possible data and info for conspiracy theories and stuff, right? But it's when I first started getting into the whole conspiracy theory thing, right? And then that obviously naturally evolved into bringing the discussions onto the streets. And me and my friend Roxanne, we created a show where we were basically trying to bring conversations that were being had by conspiracy theorists, trying to bring them out onto the street and not be so people didn't get laughed at and fucking run out of the room and just completely discounted, because all of the things that we've been talking about, they've all been proven to be true ever since then, right? Nothing that we've said we haven't been able to retract anything we've said. Right, everything that I said about COVID and it playing out back in December, January 2020, right? Everything that I said came true in the order that I said it would come true in, and pretty much in the time scale as well, right? Yeah, but you can't see those videos because YouTube deleted that channel with 3,500 videos on it, where we were streaming twice a day during the lockdowns. We were streaming twice a day just to connect with people, so that people,
Have you tried to get that channel back now that?
And they've told me it's completely deleted and there's no chance to get it back. I got my Magic Treehouse channel back because that was deleted in 20.
How recently have you asked them for it back, though?
Yes.
Very recently?
Sasquatch, yes, in the last month.
Oh, okay,
Sasquatch, how you doing, bud? Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Yeah, I know. It is a pleasure to have you here, sir.
All right, I have actually heard that story before. I just didn't want to be rude and interrupt you, because I actually do listen to what people say when they're on panels, unfortunately. But I've listened to everything you've ever said when I was there.
Oh, right. So you remembered. You've retained the information. A lot of people are too drunk.
I am really fucking high and usually on sleeping pills, but I'm not stupid. So, but I'm just and I'm hoping that Sasquatch might have an answer to my question, because he knew me before I ever knew him from my chat and just from on other panels and stuff. And so what I want to understand is, sorry, you go ahead, sir.
No, I'm interrupting you. Carry on.
Well, no, I just wanted to. My question was, when did everybody become such a pussy that they
Such a
just
bitch.
allow these people to steamroll them and tell them how. Like, it's almost like everybody thinks they're a cop now. And just like a cop acts on a traffic stop, is you have to answer the way I want or else it's Armageddon. And I'm just sitting here going, first off, you're going to watch the tone that you speak to me with, ma'am. All right? Like, I understand that you have a lot of really strong feelings and you think that this is a way that you're going to gain some type of authority, is by speaking to people like you have authority, but that's not going to work with me. So first off, this is yes or no questions. Those aren't going to happen. Like, how come people don't just do that? Like, how come people don't draw a line in the sand? Like, I've seen people start doing since other people have, like, since this has all happened. How come, why did it get so out of control where people were actually allowing these people to just run over them?
2013.
Don't work with me.
Well, it started a little bit before it became noticeable, right? There was the whole political correctness move from the early 80s all the way through the late 90s, and then it turned into Twitter. Once Twitter really became a thing, it became possible for the world to cancel a person. If you remove their Twitter account, suddenly they can't make appointments. They can't get in touch with the people they do business with. They don't have DMs. And when they try to remake an account, it comes in with a little mark on it saying, hey, by the way, this guy's unpopular.
I'm really sorry. I just got to do this for a sec for the two donos I just got. Thank you very much, lads. RT and AK. I'm going to call you. Yeah, I'm just going to call you AK because I'm not sure who you are in the chat.
You know that's me,
right?
Eh? That's me, AK.
Oh, that's you, dude. I didn't know that. Thank you, brother. And you did actually tell me to check my PayPal, and it just that just played in my mind again because I hadn't. When you said do it, I was doing something else. I was doing something else, and I didn't do it straight away. And then it just replayed in my mind. You saying check your PayPal, so I just checked it, and thank you, man. Much love, brother.
Bro. No problem. Big up to you.
And so Sasquatch, yes, what you said. Yes.
I mean, it was just a snowball effect that took place with the acquisition of Twitter over the entire world. Suddenly, these reeing weirdo, and here's the thing to keep in mind. When you're dealing with Twitter, you're not dealing with an American company. You're dealing with a worldwide community. So on Twitter specifically, most social medias, as a matter of fact, the most insignificant section of the population are American conservatives. Think it through. The entire world is farther left than your average American conservative.
It didn't used to be the case in the UK. And the Overton windows kind of shifted on, because it used to be that, well, I mean, haven't there always been conservatives on both sides of the Republican or Democrat party?
Sort of.
There's, right.
But the difference is when you talk about the Overton window, there are multiple Overton windows, or at least there used to be. Pretty much every country had its own Overton window and its own slides back and forth. But with the advent of worldwide news, worldwide information, worldwide communication, they've been able to drag the worldwide window farther left, and in so doing, pull virtually every single country along with it due to an inability to conserve.
I think I just figured out part of it from what you guys are saying. So I think that it's that sorry, I'm doing three things. The majority of people are stupid.
Accurate.
So we allowed rather than us shaming stupid people, they went, we're the majority. We're allowed to be stupid if we want. And if you call us out on our stupidity, we'll just mob rule you. That's what happened.
People are really fucking stupid. Did you ever?
I wasn't quoting him, but I might as well.
No, but the thing is, people are you only find genius and an individuality on an individual basis, but people on the whole, like people in a crowd, right? There's something that takes place when people are in a crowd. This mob mentality, that can take place that can take hold of a crowd, like
zombies. You mean
like a mass psychosis, right? Like when I was in London back in 2005, or no, before then, it must have been maybe 98 actually. But I went to the Notting Hill Festival, right? And at some point, suddenly the mood changed. And suddenly people started rushing and people started panicking and it washed over the crowd like a fucking... It was a state of being that washed over. And I think I'm a receptive person. I can sense when the atmosphere's changed, I can sense when there's a bad atmosphere around a person or whatever. I can feel the energy coming off people, and I felt it. Like I felt this, and we all felt it. Me and the 3 or 4 lads that I was with, and we all looked at each other at the same time and grabbed hold of each other and said, "Just keep hold of each other." And it would be harder to pull us all down than it will to individually. We might get fucking trampled. If we get broken off individually, we're just going to get trampled. But if we all stick together and hold on to each other, we can keep each other up, right? Until we negotiate our way out of that crowd. It was scary, mate. It was fucking scary. Because it was like a psychosis that washed over everybody, that suddenly everybody had to get out. Everybody had to move. There was a panic. Something happened and people were panicking to get away from it, right? I think somebody got stabbed or something.
I won't even go into a place where that's possible. I don't go into groups.
Like I said, I think this is back in like 98 or something. I used to be all right in groups. Now,
Hey, Rich.
I'll stay
to cut
away
you,
from
Rich.
groups.
Real
Yes,
quick,
mate.
I've got to shoot off. I've got to do my stream. So thanks for having me, bro. It's been a pleasure. If it's still going by the time I finish, I may jump back on, but I've got to sort some shit out. So
No worries. Do you want to keep the streaming to your channel, or you shut it off? It's up to you, mate.
no, because I've got another one set up on my other channel, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
jump.
you have to stop this one. If you want this one to stop, you have to stop it. If you just leave, it will keep running. Or I can stop it for you if you want me to.
Cheers,
Right,
bro.
mate. No worries.
Much love. Peace out, folks.
Peace, brother.
Nice meeting you.
You're all quiet there, Sass.
Yeah, I've just had a fairly busy day. I made some deviled eggs right before I sat down.
Oh, love me some deviled eggs, man.
I didn't know my wife did. The first time I made deviled eggs, which was a couple of years ago, we both bought a shit ton of fucking eggs. We both got like a couple of dozen. And so we ended up with like 50 eggs, nothing to do with them. I was like, shit, I know what to do with eggs. I'll make some deviled eggs. She didn't know I was doing it. She had like went to go do something online. I can't remember what it was, but she ended up spending like 2 hours. And then when she come in there and she saw the deviled eggs, I had just dropped some paprika on the top of one, and she snatched it out from under it, stopped it in her mouth, and slapped me. How dare you spend? We've been married 20 fucking years, and this is the first time you've made me deviled eggs. How dare you, sir?
Would you
I
use
was like,
paprika?
okay, I'll make more.
It's like deviled eggs are literally, they are just paprika, aren't they? They're just boiled eggs cut in half, and then paprika, bit of salt and paprika on them.
Mustards of your choice, salt,
Oh,
pepper.
you do, and chili flakes.
No,
No,
it's just a little mustard, a little. I use some Dijon of various descriptions depending on who I'm making them for.
Dijon. I like Dijon. We
Does
also
a
call
little
it
salt
French.
to it.
We also call it French mustard. I wonder if Dijon is different in America to what it is. It's quite a mild. It's quite a mild mustard in.
Well, yeah,
in the
I mean,
UK.
I use it with a yellow mustard to bulk the mustard part.
Yellow mustard being an English mustard.
It could very well be. I'm sure. I don't know. It says French's on the bottle, but I don't know what the hell to make of that.
It's funny, man, that English mustard is as hot as it is. English mustard will make your fucking eyes water. It's so like if you put too much proper English, real English mustard, it's way hotter than horseradish. Horseradish is hot, but real English mustard is fucking hotter. El Perry, you gonna come and join us? Are you going to come and join us, sir? We have room up on this panel for 7 more. 7 more individuals. And KJV is busy setting up his next show. Obviously, you're all free to move on and go to KJV's next show, but just know that if you do, you'll all be dead to me. Mate. So, what's been the highlight of your week, Sass?
It's Sunday.
Sunday is the highlight of your week.
I mean, I don't know.
The fact that you got through the week.
It's not PG-13, bro. It's not YouTube approved. I can't tell you.
I
Hashtag
see.
just saying though.
I see. You're right. Okay. It was a slippy slidey. Yeah. All right. So, we can all use our imaginations as to what Sasquatch has been up to.
It works out for you.
If you really want to put your mind there, thinking about a Sasquatch, getting freaky with it. Bow chicka bow bow. All right, so it's X-rated stuff, man. But you had a highlight. When was that?
Yesterday and the day before.
Oh, nice. 2 days on a row.
Yep. And later today, as soon as I get off of this panel, I'm gonna start rattling the cage like a savage little monkey.
All right. What about you, 10th man? What's been the highlight of your week so far?
Oh, Jesus. Highlight of my week. Try not to be too negative. I don't know. I had a lot of funny like I took some time off panels because I was going through some physiotherapy stuff. So I've been back to Dusty's here in the past week more than I have been for quite some time. And most of the reason for that is because I was doing this new physiotherapy routine that really messed me up. And I got to go back to a surgeon here very soon. But I am better today than I have been in a very long time. Because I stopped doing the physiotherapy routine after I went to a physiatrist. And she's like, yeah, you need to just get another MRI and stuff because like it's not getting better. Now it's not worse now, but with the physiotherapy to try to make my hand work again, I can't be doing that. It's making it worse. So But the high point of my week is that I'm not paralyzed.
Right. Every cloud, as they say. Like, look on the bright side. Always look on the bright side of life.
Well, no, I have been worried for some time that I would, lose full function of my hand. You know what I mean? But
is it your left hand or your right hand?
Left.
Do you want me to stop it? I'll stop it for you, KJV. All right, because you're not in here anymore, so you won't be able to do it unless you go to your creative studio. But I'll stop it for you, dude. Much love, man. Thanks for coming over.
Easy peasy.